Richard, what's wrong, Richard?
Well, with this one, how long you got this one, it just won't make a fist anymore.
Won't make a fist, all right.
No, this one, it constantly hurts. I found it about nearly 2 years ago, whacked it, bent it backwards. I can't grip properly with,
All right.
with this one. The
Okay.
thumb.
Right, we're actually going to do the thumb first, because there's more pain in the thumb, eh?
It's constant
Yeah,
pain.
right, so let's get the pain out. The surgeons do prioritise pain first, then restriction. Well, it's always that way, so he's going to remove the pain first, which is great. Cool. You'll notice that sometimes with some of these healings I am like incredibly confident. That's because he just talks through me and I trust him. If he says he can fix it, he can fix it. So there's a very, very gentle touch. I'm not actually touching the thumb area. What's happening is the left hand that is way extended from the body is the one doing the work, and my fingers are starting to go icy, icy cold. And I will get somebody in the audience to come and sense that very soon. You can feel it now?
I felt it immediately.
Yeah, all right. So my hand is almost like, not tight like a vice, but it's rigid like a vice, the left hand, the right hand, sorry. But this left hand is making coldness. And I'm not under an air conditioning vent. If somebody would like to just come and, I've got the gentleman at the front, just to come and touch my fingertips on this hand and you'll see how cold my fingers are. Ice cold, eh? Yeah. Cool. And so what that means is he's working on the bone. It's not a muscular problem, it's the bone. Why my hand is that distance, I haven't got a clue. That's the distance it needs to be. Now, one of the things that goes wrong with conventional medicine is they're not looking at the auric field. And you're not just this physical form, you are the auric field. And the other thing they don't look at is the interactions you have with other people. Back when we lived in tribes, if one of us was ill, if a kid was ill, we as a family would go to the witch doctor and say, we are ill. Yeah, and let's say, for example, we got somebody in a nursing home with dementia. It's not just the person in the nursing home's problem. It's a family situation, yeah? So we've got to change how we look at things. Now, pain-wise, is that diminishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming a bit closer, not as far. There's still energy coming through.
Still a little.
Still a little there.
Yeah.
He's coming forward very, very slowly. How does this work? Haven't got a clue. I'm very honest, if I don't know something I will say I don't know, I just know that it does. And I know that I've done this now enough, with enough evidence on film that somebody from a university, a doctor, somewhere, isn't somebody interested? Apparently not. I've been doing this for 24 years. They'd rather just prescribe you drugs with side effects, because they can make money out of that, and they can't make money out of me doing this. What's happening for you in there now?
It feels freer, but there's still.
There's still some pain. Now this
Yeah,
is the little bit here.
It's actually in a different place. It's kind
moved.
of
Cool.
moved further down.
There we go. It's exciting. So you're going to be pain free. So here, what's happening? It's about an inch, and what does it feel like? It feels like if somebody had inflated a rubber balloon and you were to run your finger along a rubber balloon with the air inside. That's how it feels. I've got some very exciting news which I'm going to share with you. After this, I can't share it on there because it's all top secret. But I've got some exciting news. And so this goes on for as long as my fingers move, and then hopefully by the end of that, right, now just try. Different, eh?
It's different, but there was still. I think a few people saw me jump a moment ago when I sort of got there and it kind of clicked over.
Yeah.
It, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what went on.
We'll have to look at it on film later.
It kind of clicked out of position or
Yeah.
into position or something.
Yeah. So how's it feeling, pain-wise?
It's eased. It's still, there's still
something there.
Still something.
Okay. And you mentioned trouble gripping things with that.
That seems to have improved.
Right, I'm gonna hop over and do that finger next, and then we're gonna check on how this is doing, because I think he might have fixed that.
It's certainly moving for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool. And we'll have to look at the video a little bit later on. We'll put it on Facebook, and we'll have to find what frame it jolted. Right. Right, so show us this one again, where the finger won't go down. All right, okay.
just from here.
Right, okay. All right, cool. So just rest it down like that first of all. Cool, okay. Okay, so the first thing they do usually is scan. Sometimes the scanning is done even before you get to the front here. But at the moment, all right, that's the work starting to be done. So again, it's the left hand doing the work, which is really interesting. Oh, wow, okay, cool. If only we could get a camera in my head, if only you could feel what I feel. All right, so what happens, the first finger on my left hand, very, very intense tingling in there, so that's the one that's doing most of the work. Tiny, tiny little area that needs to be addressed, tiny, 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 tiny. If you can extend your fingers out as much as you can, upwards, that's it, lovely. And then if you can try closing the hand again. And then rest it down with your fingers flat, that's it. Clapping's always a dispersal of energy. Hands are about handling life. Whenever there's pain, any kind of restriction of movement is to do with handling life. The right hand is to do with the future. The left hand is to do with the past. And so a useful affirmation for you would be, I handle life with joy and with ease. I bet you've never said that to yourself.
You'd be surprised.
Right, I handle joy with life and ease.
I handle joy with life with joy and ease.
I handle life with joy and ease. You can all try this one, it's a good one to do. I handle life with joy and ease. I handle life with joy and ease. All right. For me, one of the barometers of success in my life isn't how many dollars I have on the bank, it's not what status I have in the world, it's how much joy, light and easiness there is in my life. How much joy, light and easiness. If life's getting easier, it's getting good, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah? And the more joyful, the more joy. I mean, joy is an amazing vibration. It's better than happiness. Right, let's give that a go, see how we're doing. Still feeling stuck? Yeah?
Still very stuck, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Rest it down again. The ends of my fingers are going cold, so I know we're getting ready for the bone work now. So typically they'll work on muscles first and then they'll move into work on bone. Cool. It's starting to do its own little thing, isn't it?
I told you.
It is. That's good. you to do is just grip that hand, yeah, so we can see how the knuckles are on that one, yeah. So as they move my hand, it feels like something is still catching in there. They can feel there's still, it's like a bit of bone catching. I don't know if it is literally a bit of bone, but that's how it's feeling in there. Right, and again, just try that. No, still got to go down. Yeah.
And I think it always was quite painful at that point as well.
Yeah.
If I tried to move it too
Yeah.
far.
Cool. Oh, the healing's continuing, so presumably they think they can do something. And so every healing I do is different. I am a willing student. I just observe what happens through me. With every healing I learn something more about. Sometimes it's about the body, sometimes it's about human nature, sometimes it's about beliefs that we hold, limiting beliefs that we hold. So again, use the words, I handle joy with life and ease. I handle joy with life. I handle life with joy and ease. That's how I handle life
with
joy and ease. I handle life with joy and ease. I handle life with joy and ease. All right, now there's still some healing coming through. Right, now at that point they give me a sign that it's complete. So just try it again.
It's not going.
It's not quite as bad as it was by the looks of things. But we're going to let you sit in the audience and we'll check back with you, because sometimes what happens is whatever needs to happen in there continues to work.
Still not going there.
No, we'll check it. We'll check back in the second half.
So this has eased to what it was. It was a sharp pain before. It's
Yeah.
it's taken the edge off
Yeah.
it without a doubt.
Awesome. Cool. Give him a round of applause.